Hello, this is Bruce, otherwise known as GC Ralphan or Brucie-Magik, since I renamed my YouTube channel. I've got something important to tell you about an upcoming model, and there's a good reason why I will be showing you the model that I'll be driving today and testing it and putting it through its paces and objectifying its beauty, because there's something quite special about it. And that's only one of its whistle variants. And as you can see, I'm on the Great Western route. It's Swindon to Stroud, or Cheltenham, or whatever it is, off the Steam Workshop. We've got Great Western stock of varying design. And this locomotive currently stands at the impressive 27 varieties of loco. Let me show you something. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, now that's a GWR 3800, otherwise known as a westernised, well, bastardised as I like to call it, version of a GCR 8K class, which is being made by Caledonia Works by Chris Wilson. You're probably wondering how I got hold of this. I'm not a beta tester. I am not doing a review or under any incentive to make a video about it. I'm making this video to let you know I commissioned it. The whole sole reason why you see that Class 3800 stood in front of your screen right now, which is obviously one of the variants of the GCR 8K class, is because I commissioned it. So this video, I'm going to take you for a drive with the loco, and I'm going to explain to you how this came about. I think it'd be quite good for people to know how it did originate and how it came about. That was the wrong camera, and I feel like an idiot. Right. First of all, I have only put down the Great Western version. Obviously you've seen screenshots of the variants and such like. I don't want to spoil it too much for you people who will be buying it. I want you guys to savour it, to enjoy the moment as such, as I do every time I take this loco out. The water's high enough. I'm just going to wang some coal in it. This thing has got lots of features. I'm just going to put it on F3 to get that out of the way. Likewise, it's the usual little feature. I don't know what the lamp code is for unfitted freight. Well, fitted freight, I'll just go with that. I don't really care about historical accuracies too much, as you probably gathered. I'm just going to set my route. At least the map works now. I had tremendous issue with that. So let me just set my route, and when we get underway for the shunting, I will start making an explanation of what I've been doing, or why I've done what I've done. Right, F4, and number 2, no, that is number 2, number 1, shift 2, that'll do me. So, you're probably wondering, Bruce, why the hell did you, of all people, commission a model on Chris Wilson? And there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. I originally wanted to commission a model of a GCR loco, approximately about a year ago. Yeah, coming up for nearly a year ago now. And I originally went to another developer, predominantly a trains developer, Cam Scott, who's a fantastic guy, by the way. And he was originally going to make me a model of, oh my heavens, how did I not just kill something? We'll pretend that never happened. Uncle Bruce made a boo-boo. So I approached Cam Scott, is a trains developer, as some of you may well know. and I do sometimes play trains, so I was going to get him to commission me a great central loco. I think it was a single of some kind. As it happened, that didn't really take off. There was reasons behind why that didn't happen. It's not Cameron's fault. That was basically down to my commitment side, and also the fact that Cameron had a large portfolio of ongoing work, so he could also contribute to making the project happen, which was fine. I said that's absolutely cool, no problem. Not Cameron's fault at all, but I do say if anyone wants a commission from Cameron for trains, then he is the man to go to. He is a very good modeler. He's a very nice man. He's very down to earth. Knows what he's talking about. Into old locos. Fantastic chap. But this is where Chris steps in. And it was around about a month or two after that I really wanted to get the commission on the go. I wanted the commission on the move. And I remember saying to Chris, because I'm in regular contact with him, Chris, is there any chance you can make a commission happen? Now, originally it was going to be the same loco, GCR single of some description. I'm not going to give the details of which. I'm not happy. I'll state now, I do not wish to show my intent of what other locos I may commission in the future, because of people may get ideas. So I would rather not say it, apart from the fact it was a GCR single of some description. And we spoke about that. We hit a bit of a bump with it, you know, i.e. reference materials, drawings, etc. And then we moved to a few other ideas, but settled on the Robinson 04. And basically, in short, the Robinson 04 was... Ooh, close. The Robinson 04 was picked for essentially a very, very good reason. That reason was the fact that the RSE model is now horrendously old. It's not stood the test of time very well. It's out of scale. I believe on the Caledonia Works page, Chris did post a comparison screenshot between old and new. He might have done, he might not, of them side by side, unless I'm thinking of one he sent me privately where he compared them side by side mid-progress. And difference is night and day, and this is why I had a commission made for me. Because I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be really nice to have a decent GCR loco in Train Sim? And I know exactly what everyone's thinking. Why don't you go for this class? Why don't you go for that class? Why don't you go for that class if you want GCR? I have a personal connection with the 04. It lives at the GCR railway, not less than 10 miles from me. I've had several rides behind the loco. I've enjoyed a lot of moments riding behind the loco. I love it for what it is and a piece of history. It's a survivor. And I thought, let's have a slice of that in Train Sim. Why not? So that's exactly what I did. That is ultimately exactly what I have done. I'm just going to put the brakes in here because I don't want to run out of too much room on the loop. Stop you git. You would have thought with 25 inches of vacuum stuff would stop quicker, but as usual that's me being critical of real railways. Right. So this project was actually started a fair while ago. It was started last year. Obviously Chris has had commercial commitments, very commercial commitments to keep to. Obviously a lot of the great products you see now are obviously in front of the queue, in front of my 04, which was absolutely fine by me. Not got any problems with that whatsoever. All good things come to those who wait. And basically we've been on course over the course of probably we're in May now. Pick this up. That's 7 months we picked this up over. Because we originally started talking about this in November, early November, late October. So we are pushing the 7-month boundary now. And, oh, sod it, let's go a bit further back. Clear that signal. Brakes, please. Thank you. And I'm glad that it's come along in a lot of ways that I anticipated it to. Chris is a very, very good developer. He has attention to detail. He puts his heart and soul into the models. I can't think of a better man I could have asked to do the job. And it's something a bit different to him as well, because it's taken his foray a bit further than the Caledonian Railway, which I'm fine with. I love the Caledonian. Please do not misunderstand me. I love the Cali locos. Honestly, I've got pretty much every single one of them. And I enjoy them very, very much. But the thing was, it broadened Chris's horizon slightly. It was something that he hadn't done yet. He dipped into the Great East, and obviously with the N7, which was another fantastic model. And yeah, as a whole, he was the man to do it. I mean, he proved with the N7, his Caledonia locos, other bits and bobs he's done for other people, that he has the talent and skills of a craftsman, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Luckily for him, and luckily for myself, the 04 was a very obvious choice. Obviously for the aforementioned reasons, because of the connotation of how it's local to me, etc, etc, how I love the loco, but also the fact that all the reference material was there. There is nothing worse than trying to commission a loco where there's no historical drawings, or there are partly historical drawings, but you haven't got anything critical, i.e. the cab or a front elevation or something so forth like that. Train sim's a very precise development process, and I have not buffered up to those wagons, have I? Oh, I did. Aha. Right, there we go. Right. Just bear with me while I set the route. So as I was saying, in a lot of ways, the 04 was a very good model to take and basically put into Railworks. It has a lot of scope, and I was very happy with the scope that this model had. That shunt move is going to be so convoluted I can't even be asked to do it. So, as I was saying, I'll just get my camera into position. I think we'll go from there for now. Let's stick a bit of coal in it, a bit of water. So, as I was saying, the reference material for this was there, and a lot of you people will be pleased because, as you know, these things went to some very far-flung places on the planet, namely Australia. They had ROD variants. They were used in World War I. There's Great Western variants as well. There's BR variants, so there's something for everyone. And I'll shut up for a few moments while I take off. And what I'll do is I'll just let you enjoy the sound. I'll come back in with a talk in a couple of moments. you go guys, as you can see it sounds very very lovely. It sounds even better with a heavier freight on the back. But as I was saying, there's something for everyone in this particular pack that's going to be released. It's not quite 20 miles an hour, but it'll do. It's just whacking the brake a bit more. There we go. Enjoy the thrash again. Loco reacts very, very well. I just love this loco. I'm sorry I'm being quiet, my parents got bed. But yeah, I absolutely love this loco. It's just pleasant to drive. It is a thing of beauty. Just look at it, it's beautiful. That's why I commissioned it. Because it turns something that looked like DTG's offering awful into something brilliant. This is something for everybody. I also want to say, I know this has been more about the sounds, it's been a bit of a preview, but in short, I love this loco, I love the class of loco, I love the sound of the loco, the sounds on it are fantastic, it reacts really well, it can be used on many rooms, because people obviously can use it for various regions, like the Northeast, the Weir Valley, the Great Western, and let's say I think people down under may be surprised in the future. I don't know what the plan is for that. That's in Chris's hands, and I left it with him. But as a whole, as a rule of thumb, there is something for everyone. It is a really good loco. I all encourage you to buy it. I naturally will, as expected. It will definitely be worth your money, honestly. And you won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. There's not much more I can really say. To be honest, I just really wanted to drive the loco and tell you how much I commissioned it. I loved it for that reason. I loved it so much I commissioned it. And it's coming to trace him because Chris was very kind to make it. So the rest of you can enjoy it. And I hope you sincerely do. I know it's been a bit of a weird video, I'm quite tired. But yeah, until next time folks, hope you enjoy the video.